Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wayne Gaming. It's 7 on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you into the Let's Play episode of Home Zomewhere Else. So yeah, before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is now up for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming not safe for work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. Well, Mr. Chat, The kitten stammers around, unsure of what to say for some reason. What's up, little buddy? Before it's too late, I wanted to tell you about my Once more, Thony seems to start and stop his sentence before going silent. What do you want to tell me? Is everything okay? I wanted to tell you about my day at school. What's to tell you about his dad? What's going on with his dad? Thony smiles nervously. He's acting like he's in between a rock and a hard place, so you don't have a clue as to why. Okay, how was your day at school? It was okay. Before he could continue, Thony bounces up off his bed, throwing the headset onto his pillow. He rushes past you out the door, closing it behind you. What was that all about? You make your way out of the room, paranoia beginning to gnaw at the back of your mind. A wonderfully warm scent hits your nose as you walk into the living room. All right, take a seat, boys. Today's dish of the night is beef stew. You sit next to Thony, who seems voraciously hungry, digging into his food the second he gets it. The warm steam from the bowl fills your nostrils, making your heart swell with joy. Sweet, haven't had stew in forever. Really? Well, stew is my favorite dish this time of year, so get ready to have your fill. Can't wait. You smile warmly as you're about to take a spoonful. That being said, when was the last time you had stew? You pause with the spoon inches from your mouth, putting it down as you travel deep in thought. Both of them look at you patiently, expecting some form of answer. I don't really want to go there. I haven't known them long enough. That doesn't really matter. The stew is delicious. But you haven't even tried it. Busted. I mean, that's what I can tell from the delicious smell. Kathy stares you down with a mild smirk. She's only slightly amused. When it comes to stew, homemade is the only way to go. You can taste the love when someone who cares about you makes it. What does love taste like? I imagine it's kind of salty. Oh, yeah, I agree. To be honest, everything you've made so far has made me feel happy and warm. Love is the secret ingredient that can never be replicated. My grandma used to make the best stew, and she would always make it when I had a bad day. Sometimes I would come home with tears in my eyes, and there my grandma would be, with 2 bowls in her hands. Before she died, she gave me her recipe, but no matter how many times I try to make it like she did, it just doesn't taste the same. Stew really is one of those foods that lets you really know the person who made it. It's almost like a piece of their soul is in every bowl. Did you have someone special who made it for you? Yeah, I used to go to my friend's house when I was little, and his mom always used to be really sweet and caring with me, almost like a second mom. So she always used to serve us stew for dinner, and I always remember all of us laughing when we ate it. There was never a sad moment when we were all eating together. Good old times. I haven't thought about her in a while. Just remembering those days is kind of overwhelming. Oh, I see. She sounds like a good woman. She really was. Was? Well, I don't know. She was sick at the time. Your voice cracks a little. I haven't seen her since I've been away. Where were you? Why do I keep thinking about the past? Part of you wants to open the floodgates and talk about everything that happened 3 months ago, but you just can't bring yourself to speak of it. I don't think I'm ready for anyone to know. Not yet. Away from her. That's what I meant. It's because Chad, honey, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I'm sorry. When you're talking about these kinds of things, it's hard, so please don't feel obligated to tell us anything you don't want. Woman, I just wanted some fucking stew, not some feelings. Jesus. Really? Yee. Yee, we understand. Don't worry, Mr. Chad. Thanks. That being said, go ahead and eat your stew. It tastes so much better when it's piping hot. Eat now. Talk later. Kathy shines a warm smile as she motions towards your bowl. You feel a little embarrassed, but you finally take a spoonful of the stew. The 3 of you munch on the delicious dish, grumbling in approval as your plates grow empty. This is amazing. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks, Mom. Don't just thank me. Thank you, Chad. I might have you help me with dinner from now on. Thank you, Mr. Chad. Let's go play some, Mr. Chad. I'll get the controllers ready. The small kitten pulls you from your seat. You happily make your way to the corridor. Hold your horses, mister. Eek! It's too late to play video games. It's time for bed. Chad also has work tomorrow, so he has to get some rest, and so do you. But I wanted to play too. Did I make myself clear? Alright. The last thing I want is for Kathy to be mad at me. Good. Now I'll clean up while you both go to your rooms and get ready to sleep. Thony looks a little disappointed. We can play tomorrow, Thony. Don't worry, buddy. Alright. Well, have a good night. It's Thony... never mind. Good night, Mr. Chad. Thony goes to his room and closes the door. Yeah, that really knocked the wind out of his sails. We'll go to that place tomorrow. Hope I can find my old Nintendo DS. I know it's undercutting Kathy's authority, but I think it'd be nice to let him play with it at night. He can easily hide it under his pillow if he gets caught. Just like I used to do. Alrighty, good night, Kathy. Thanks for the food and sleep well. No worries, Mr. Chad. Please get some rest and sleep tight. If you need anything, just knock on my door. Alright, thanks. What is going on with this family? They brought him there for a reason. I'm your new daddy now, boy. Now you go back in your room. And never mind the sounds you hear coming from your mama's room. We're just gonna be wrestling. The Greek way. You make your way down the hallways to your bedroom, closing the door behind you and rushing to the bathroom. I can't hold it anymore! You unzip and throw your jeans to the floor. Waited all day for this. You wash your hands, and as a calm washes over you, the relief being a reward in itself. You know holding it in for so long isn't unhealthy, right? Wait, did you not pee before you went to dinner? What? You haven't peed all day? What the fuck? You return to your room. You walk over to the small bedside lamp before turning off the room's light switch. With the room dimly lit, you take off your shirt. It feels wonderful to finally be able to let loose again. The soft blankets rub against your fur as you crawl into bed. Finally, God, this is so nice. You reach over and turn the lamp switch, examining the back of your hand in the warm light. What on earth happened today? Do I have powers? You roll onto your back, staring at the now pitch-black ceiling. When did I get it? Or have I always had it? Why did it show up all of a sudden? I mean, I'm really glad it did, because I would have been screwed if that chair had destroyed those boxes. There's no way I imagined it. It happened twice. But how does it work? It seems to will itself into existence when I focus hard enough, but that doesn't answer why it started showing up now. I may need to practice with it later, but I need to do it in secret. The last thing I need is to become a circus act. Or worse yet, a science experiment. The thought of you being sliced open while strapped onto a surgery table sends a chill up your spine. You take a deep breath and try to think about something else. These past few days have been crazy. It's hard to believe it's only been 2 days since I got fired. It'd take weeks to process everything that happened that day. I'm still not over that weird guy in the bushes. What even happened? Did something even happen, or did I imagine all that? And since when have my dreams been so fucking weird? First it was that cliff dream, and then the one where I was chained up to a wall. It felt so real, almost as if they were memories, but it couldn't have happened. I'm still alive. Each one ended with me being dead. Speaking of being dead, what the hell did Fred mean by what he said? That idiot, that asshole, that... What happened to us? Why did things end up like this? As your eyes begin to grow heavy, you are met by the sun's warm glow, the rustling of windswept grass, its golden fur pressed up against yours. The smile you've seen 1,000 times. Frederick. You begin to open your eyes. Oh, sorry. You begin to open your eyes. Everything's dark. Oh. Hello there. As you slowly regain consciousness, you can hardly notice a figure standing right in front of you. Oh, it's that guy. Where am I? Who are you? All the strength you had to say those few words were enough to drain all the energy that was left of your body. You feel yourself fading away from reality as you begin to close your eyes once more. Ugh. The sound of a hard tapping against the wooden door awakens you from your deep slumber. Mr. Chad, breakfast is ready. All right, Thony, I'll be there in a minute. God, why is this bed so comfy? You'd give anything to stay wrapped up in its soft blankets, but alas, there is work to be done and food to be eaten. Time to get up. Don't want to miss Kathy's cooking. I wonder what amazing dish she's making this morning. You push past the confines of your blankets and sit up on the bed. A deep drowsiness clouds your mind, but despite that, you slept amazingly well. You stand up from the bed and stretch your arms, feeling strong and limber. You bend down and touch your toes. A new set of clothes catches your eye at the end of the mattress. You pick up the clothes you were wearing yesterday and slip them on. What's the point of using a new set when these are still relatively clean? You rush into the bathroom to do your business. You wash your face off and comb your hair while grinning into the mirror. Feeling refreshed, you exit the ornate room. Alrighty, time to go. You open the bedroom door and make your way down the hall. The scent of fresh coffee fills you with determination. You arrive at the kitchen and are greeted by Thony, smiling at the dining room table. Kathy is still in the kitchen, flipping something on her favorite skillet. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Chad. I was waiting for you to start eating. But your plate is already empty. I said I was waiting for you. I got hungry and ate everything. Sorry. You ruffle his hair with a smirk. Good morning, Mr. Chad. Go ahead and take your seat. Your food will be ready in a minute. You sit yourself next to the small kitten, who enthusiastically welcomes your arrival. You using the same clothes as yesterday, Mr. Chad? You musky husky. Musky husky? I'm a Doberman, Thony. Ah, so you accept that you're musky. Yeah, I cleaned your clothes and left them in your room. You can just use those if you'd like. Well, I figured I'd only use these for a day. I don't want to dirty a new set. Don't worry about that kind of stuff, Chad. You can wear as much as you want. I have a ton of clothes that will fit you. You really don't have too many clothes since your stuff got stolen, so please, use what we have as much as you need to. Thank you, Kathy. I'll return them, I promise. Alright, Mom. Already finished. I'll get ready to go to school. Oh, okay. Take your time, sweetheart. It's still pretty early, though. Alright, swoosh! Thony runs into the corridor, his arms extended outwards like a plane. Alright, Chad, you hungry? Kathy switches the stove off with a click and slides something onto a plate. She flips something around with a fork, and the sound of whipped cream catches your attention. The last thing she does is pour a helping of coffee into a mug. Here you are, honey. Kathy walks over to you and serves you a delicious-looking breakfast. A thin crepe takes the stage on your plate. Its triangular shape and crispy texture looks exactly like it does on TV. There seems to be a thick brown syrup oozing from the sides. The crepe's crown is a dollop of whipped cream with grated chocolate and a mint leaf on top. Jesus. This looks amazing. Is this a crepe? I've only ever seen them in cooking shows. Not just any crepe, sweetie. It's a cinnamon apple crepe. Cinnamon apple crepe with some extra goodies on top. The coffee is a nice medium roast, so that should balance all the sweetness. I don't even know what to say. Is it okay if I eat this? Of course! The mere presence of such a dish makes you salivate. You grab the fork and cut the crepe in half. The pancake is so thin and soft it's like you're slicing through butter. You manage to get a perfect cross-section, being greeted by caramelized apples, shredded almonds, and oozing syrup with powdered cinnamon mixed in. The sight nearly brings a tear to your eye. You sink your fork into an apple wrapped in crepe. The crepe is perfectly sweet. The apples and almonds add a wonderful crunch to the soft pastry, and the cinnamon brings out the warmth of the dish. Don't forget to try it with your coffee. You pick up the warm mug and swallow a hearty gulp, washing down the food. The coffee's bitter, chocolatey tang accentuates the crepe's sweet cinnamon profile, coupled with the cool taste of the mint, the airy whipped cream, and the apple's light crunchiness. The two dishes complement each other perfectly in a harmonious symphony of tastes and textures. Is this what art tastes like? Alright, I'm going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can, and it always helps. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go, y'all. It's late. I'm going to go relax. Anyway, you all enjoy your nights. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!